going to take off this wheel. Use a 19mm socket. Take the lug nuts off. Take the wheel off. We're going to take a 13mm line wrench and we're going to loosen up this nut right here. You might want to get a drain bucket underneath because you're going to lose a little bit of fluid. You want to make sure the master cylinder has plenty of fluid in it before you start so you don't lose all the fluid. And slide that up. Slide that out of the way, and that's dripping a little bit. If you have a little stopper, you can stop the fluid on the end, and that'll at least slow it down a little bit. And disconnect the hose right here. And there's the rubber grommet right here. You want to take that off the shock or the strut. Just slide it up, just like that. Now take a 11mm socket and take the banjo bolt off of the caliper. There's a seal right there we want to take off because we're going to replace it. Just use some pliers. Just try to hold it while you loosen the bolt. And that slides right out. Take that bolt out. And there's another seal on the other side. You might need just a pick or a screwdriver. Just get behind that, take that seal off. I have two new seals here. Put one on the bolt first, and the bolt goes through the hose, and then the other seal goes on the other side. Now we can get that started into the caliper, just like that. And before I slide the grommet in place, I'm just gonna run the hose over where the bracket is. And slide that in place. And we've got the spring that came off the old one. Take that little plug off. Slide it in place. I'll tighten this down. And snug that down. Slide the grommet in place. And you want to torque this bolt to 30 foot-pounds. Now you're going to need an assistant to help bleed the brakes. We'll take a 10mm wrench and put it on the bleeder screw. You're going to have your assistant pump the brakes while they're holding it. You're going to open the bleeder screw, and you're going to get some air, and then close the bleeder screw. And it looks good, no air, so we can close it up. Take some brake parts cleaner, just spray down all the brake fluid. And you're going to want to road test it afterwards and double check and make sure you don't have any leaks. Put the wheel on, line it up, get the lug nuts started. Now I'm going to torque the lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Go around again, double check. Now you want to double check the fluid, the brake fluid level. You can see that there's .3 fluid for this vehicle. Just double check the cap. You want to wipe the cap off with a rag and adjust accordingly. There's the minimum. The maximum is right there.